Moody Margaret's School. Chapter 1. Pay attention, Susan, shrieked Moody Margaret, or you go straight to the head. I am paying attention, said Susan. This is boring, said horrid Honey. I want to play Palace. Silence, said Moody Margaret, waking her ruler on the table. I want to be the teacher, said Susan. No, said Margaret. I'll be the teacher, said horrid Honey. He sent the class straight out for playtime and tell them to long for their lives. Are you out of your mind? Snapped Margaret. Can I be the teacher? Asked Perfect Peter. No, shouted Margaret, Susan, and Honey. Why can't I be the head? Said Susan. Susan sourly. Because, said Margaret. Cause why? Said Susan. Because I'm the head. But you're the head and the teacher, said Susan. It's not fair. It is too fair, cause you'd make a terrible head, said Margaret. Would. I think we should take turns being head, said Susan. That, said Margaret, is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Do you see Mrs. Oddball taking turns being head? I don't think so. Margaret crossed grumbled material on the carpet inside the secret clock tent. Chapter 2. Class, I will now take the registers, ended Margaret. Susan, here, Peter, here, Honey. In the toilet, Margaret scoured. We'll try that again, Honey. Flush away. Last chance, said Margaret stubbornly. Honey, Dad. Margaret made a big cross in her ledger. I will drill you later. It's my house and we'll play what I want, said Moody Margaret. And I want to play squirrel. Horrid Honey squirrel. Whenever Margaret came into his house, she was the guest and he had to play what she wanted. But whenever Honey went to her house, Margaret was the boss cause it's her house. Oh, why did he have to live next door to Moody Margaret? Chapter 3. Mom had important work to do and needed total peace and quiet, so Honey and Peter had been down at Margaret's. Honey had back to go Loft, but Loft was busy with his grandparents. Now he was trapped all day with a horrible Moody old Josh. Wasn't it bad enough being with Mrs. Barracks all week without having to spend his whole precious Saturday stuck at Margaret's, where even worse playing school? Come on, let's play Palace, said Honey. I'm Captain Hook. Peter, work the plug. No, said Margaret. I don't want to. But I'm the guest, said Princess Honey. So, said Margaret, this is my house and we play by my rules. Yeah, Honey, said Sarah Susan. And I love playing school, said Perfect Peter. It's such a fun doing things. Girl, if only Honey could just go home. I want a good report, Mama said. Or you wouldn't be going to Dave's bowling party tonight. It's very kind of Margaret and her mom have you boys over to play. But I don't want to go, Margaret, shouted Honey. I want to stay home and watch TV. No, Sparrows, no, said Mom, and sent him kicking and screaming next door. You can come home at 5 o'clock to get ready for Dave's party and not a minute before. Horrid Honey gazed lonely over the wall. His house looked so evening. There was his bedroom window twinkling at him, and his lonesome Taylor stood all by itself in the sitting room, just begging him come over and switch it on, and all his whatever toys just waiting to be played with. Funny, that horrid Honey. His toys seemed so boring when he was in his room, but now that he was trapped at Margaret's, where there was so much he longed to do at home. Wait, he could hide out in his fur until 5. Yes, and then he'd scurry out into his house as he'd been at Margaret all day. But Margaret's mom would be sure to call his mom to say that Honey had vanished and Honey would get into trouble. Big trouble. Big bandit from David's party's trouble. Or he'd pretend to be sick. Margaret's mom was such an old fusspot. She'd be sure to send him home indefinitely. Whippy, what a genius! yes, this would be easy. A few loud coughs, a few dramatic crushes in his stomach, a dash to the loo, and he'd be sent straight home, and oops, he'd be put to bed. No party, no pizza, no bowling. And what was the point of pretending to sick at the weekend? He was trapped, cheerful. Moody Margaret whacked the ruler on the table. I want everyone to like the story, said Margaret. Would like the story? Boy, would Hurricane like the story. He sneezed a piece of paper and pencil and scribbled away. Would like to read their story to the class, said Margaret. I will, said Penny. Once upon a time, there was a moody old grouch named Margaret. Margaret had been born a frog by an ugly wizard cursed the frog and turned into Margaret. That's enough, honey, snapped Margaret. Honey ignored her. Live it, said Margaret's frog. Live it. Everyone in Kingdom tried to get rid of his horrible, croaking, moody monster, but she smiled so awful that no one could get near her. And then one day, a hero named Herodic Candy came, and he held his nose, grabbed the Margaret monster, and hurled her into the other space where she exploded and was never seen again. The end. Susan giggles, Margaret glared. Fair, said Margaret. Why, said Hurricane instantly. Cause, said Margaret, I'm the teacher and I say it was boring. Did you think my story was boring, Peter? Damn, honey. Peter looked nervous. Did you, said Margaret. Well, I think mine is better, said Peter. Once upon a time, there was a tea-tower named Tally. He was a very sad tea-tower because he didn't have any dishes to dry. One day he found a lot of wash dishes. Swish. They were dry in no time. Weepy, said Charlie and Tea-Tower. I wonder when boring, shouted Hurricane. Excellent, Peter, said Moody Margaret. Much better than Handy's. Susan laid out the story about her cat. My cat, Kitty Cat, is a big fat cat. She says meow. One day, Kitty Cat met the dog. Meow, said Kitty Cat. Woof, woof, said the dog. Kitty Cat ran away. So did the dog. The end. Okay, class, here are your marks, said Margaret. Peter came first. Yes, said Perfect Peter. What, said Susan? My story was better than his. Susan came second. Honey came next. How can I be the next if there are only 3 people in the class? Then Hurricane, 'cause that's how bad your story was, said Margaret. Now I've done some worksheets for you. No talking or there will be no break. Goody, said Perfect Peter. I love worksheets. Are there lots of hard spellings word to learn? Shuffle. Hurricane had enough. It was time to turn into Hero Candy and destroy his horrible things. Candy crumbled off his worksheet and stood up. I've just been pretending into a student, shot Candy. In fact, I'm the school inspector, and I'm shutting your school down in the disgust. Margaret gasped. You're a moody old grudge and terrible teacher, said the inspector. I am not, said Margaret. She is not, said Susan. Silence when the inspector is screaming. You're the worst teacher I ever seen. Imagine marking a stupid story about the tea-tower higher than a fantastic tale about a wicked wizard. I'm the head, said Margaret. You can't boss me around. I am the inspector, said Penny. I can boss everyone around. Long Penny, said Margaret, because I'm the chief school inspector and I'm inspecting you. Oh, no, you're not, said Penny. Oh, yes, I am, said Margaret. An inspector can't be a head and a teacher, so there, said Penny. Oh, yes, I can, said Margaret. No, you can't, because I'm the king and I send you to Tarash, King Henry the Horrible. I am the inspector, screamed Margaret. Go to jail. I'm the king of the universe. I'm the king of universe, and I send you to the snake pit, shrieked Honey. Then I'm queen of the universe, and I'm going to chop off your head. Not if I chopped off your head, yours first, shrieked the king, yanking the queen's hair. The queen screamed and kicked the king. The king screamed and kicked the queen. Mom, screamed Margaret. Chapter 6. Margaret's mother rushed into the secret craft camp. What's wrong with my little George? Said Margaret's mom. Henry's not playing my games, said Margaret, and he kicked me. She kicked me first, said Henry. If you children can't play nicely, I have to send you all home, said Margaret's mother sternly. No, said Peter. Send him home, yes. Henry would make Margaret scream until the words fell down. He could tell Margaret's mom her house smelled of poo. He would. But if Henry was sent home for being horrid, Mom and Dad would be furious. There's no pizza and bowling party for sure. Unless it was risky. It was dangerous. It could go horribly long. But different times call for different matters. Need a drink, said Henry, and ran out of the tent before Margaret could stop him. Henry went into the kitchen and to find Margaret's mom. I'm worried about Margaret. I think she's getting sick, said Henry. My little Maggie Muffin, gasped Margaret's mom. She's been very sad, said Henry sadly. She said she'd be queen of the world and she would chop off my head. Margaret would never say such a thing, said her mother. Mom, she always plays beautifully. I've never seen a child so good at sharing. Horrid Henry nodded. I know, it must be 'cause she's sick. Maybe she caught for something from Peter. Has Peter been ill? Said Margaret's mom. She looked here. Oh yeah, lied Henry. He's been throwing up and well, it's been awful. But I'm sure he's not very courageous. Throwing up, said Margaret's mom weakly. And dear Laura, said Henry, lots and lots. Margaret's mother looked ashamed. Dear Laura? But he's much better now, said Henry. He's only run to the loo 5 times since we've been here. Margaret's mother looked faint. My little Margaret is so delighted. I can't believe, she gasped. I think you and Peter had better go home straight away. Margaret, come in at once, she shouted. Horrid did not want to be waited to be told twice. School was out, thought Horrid happily, reaching for the TV cracker. That was the life. Margaret had been sent to bed and he and Peter was be sent home. There was enough time to watch the Melvin the Mara and Terminator Guerrero before this party. I can't help it that Margaret wasn't feeling well, Mom, said Horrid Henry. I just hope that I haven't cut anything for her. Honestly, Mom was so selfish. The end.